Over the past couple months now, I've been getting a lot of questions about my CSP settings, what post-processing filter I use, what is my UI, what are my graphics settings, what are my specs, and all that stuff. And today I'm going to cover everything that I use moving forward. From the last graphics video, I rarely changed anything. I'm most likely going to say like the same things I said in that video, but there are some new stuff which I will also mention. I'm going to mention everything that you need to know, and hopefully this answers all of your questions. All right, first is the post-processing filter, since it is like the main thing that people have been asking. So what I am currently using and have been using for a very long time now is Sky 1.7. Here we are, Sky 1.7. This filter, if I remember, is free on overtake.gg. So yeah, no payment for that. And obviously I'm using Pure, the latest version of Pure, but that is paid. It is $1 on Patreon. CSP settings, I'm going to put a link down below for what I use. It's basically the same thing. Like, I don't mess around when it comes to CSP settings. I don't know anything about that. Next, I'm going to talk about what is my UI. A lot of you guys, ever since I started using this, a lot of you guys have been asking. This is called CMRT. As you can see on the top right, it has CMRT. We got the gearbox leaderboard. It's basically like a race UI, which is really cool because it has a bunch of stuff. So on the bottom left, we got pedals. When I press on the gas, it shows like a little graph thing. It looks really cool. And on the side, on the right side, it shows like a little pressure bar thing, whatever. And that's the only ones I use. I do not use the map. I do not use the radar. It is free on overtake.gg, but there is a paid version. I have no idea what the difference is. But if you just want the UI and maybe even the pedals, then the free version is just fine. And for my map, I do use Comfy Map. I highly recommend using Comfy Map because there are maps that have teleport locations, and you can teleport just by clicking on the waypoint on the map. So yeah, highly recommend Comfy Map. Almost everyone uses it. You guys have been also asking about my chase camera. I do use the same one I mentioned in the last tutorial, but I made slight adjustments to the placement of it. So I'm going to show you guys here real quick. Distance 32, height 21, and pitch is 4. I believe when you install it by default, the numbers are different, but so yeah, if you guys want to know my camera or my chase camera placement for this, because I'm pretty sure it's a lot more zoomed out and higher, I believe, but I could be wrong. But if you guys want to know my settings for that, there you go. Don't worry, I'm going to link everything down below. It is the Need for Speed cam that I use for the chase camera. Pure config, I've mentioned this multiple times. I don't change anything on here because it is recommended by the creator of the post-processing filter. But there are some times where I need to increase the lighting. So for example, let's go change it to nighttime real quick. And if I want to increase the lighting over here, or like the street lights, I go to light and scroll down till you see CSP_lights.bounce, or this whole entire section, and I increase it. It just increases the brightness of the street lights. Pretty self-explanatory. That is basically all. You can, yeah, there you go. And right click if you want to set it back to default. But yeah, other than the light settings, I do not change anything. And if you guys want to confirm what I am using, CSP 0.2.5 preview 1. This is also paid, by the way, $1 on Patreon. Both of these, Pure and CSP, are both $1 on Patreon. So if you guys want some cool rain, here you go. CSP latest version. And also, some of you guys were asking a very long time ago what my street light config is for SRP. I use the config from AC Real. It just looks a lot more realistic in my opinion. It doesn't apply here. It applies later on to the track. You're gonna see the street lights turn white in a bit. If I just go a little bit more forward, there you go. Now it turns white. I'm not sure why it's not white back there, but yeah, this is my street light config for SRP. This is 0.9.3. So this is the latest SRP version. I'm not sure if the same applies to the older version. But yeah, that is my graphics. I hope I answered all of your guys' questions, and if you have more, don't be afraid to leave a comment below. But yeah, these are my graphics settings moving forward. The only thing that will change is when Pure gets updates, or CSP gets updates, or maybe even the post-processing filter gets updates. Note, I do not use Pure LCS. I know that that's a new thing that's in development right now. The lighting looks really good in LCS, but I am still on Pure Gamma because this post-processing filter still supports Pure Gamma. Yeah, like I said, if you guys have any more questions, leave a comment below. And hopefully I remember to update everything in my Discord where I have all of my settings. So hopefully by the time this video is out, it will remind me to update my Discord settings. All right, see you guys later.